prefer. Yeah, the cultures, the stripes. Oh, I'm doing another reading. I hate this. I'll get into a point in a moment. Hopefully I can just take this out of the video anyway. Like, yeah, the royalty, the stripes. You know how stripes are kind of cultured. I don't know what culture. Maybe I'm just carnival. I'm a clown. I don't know where I came from. No, I do know. England culture, English heritage. The castles are also just like wooden floorboards. You know, the poor places. The way the sun shines through a very small window. That reminds me a lot. Let's remember that. And then like I love talking about royalty, and the true meaning of velvet, and the elite, but more so cartoon elite. You know, does anyone else prefer the way that like modern people draw castles, or more so like kings and queens? Kind of like I guess maybe something Alice in Wonderland. That's a good example, but just like any sort of, it doesn't always have to be that. By the way, oh, it's always Wonderland, please. Like, that's the thing that can happen to artists sometimes. Like, everyone wants it to be a reference to Wonderland. It's like, that's cool, but like, can I have my own art style, you know? Anyway, that's a little salty thing that I guess artists have. But I'm not gonna say, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, just the way that like artists draw royalty would be like some sort of like cartoon character, and they've redesigned the silhouette of the clothing. They may have even given it more accessories. They may have drawn the hat more cartoon. Or like, let's say something fairy tale or fantasy. I resonate with that way more than like real royalty. I don't care for historical accuracy. Or like, I had a time where I had to see things through historical accuracy because that was the perspective I needed. But now that I've had that perspective and I can actually see things quite like through history, I'm not kidding when I say now I've elevated to I don't even care if it's accurate. No. Like, if you get what I mean, like, it's the cartoon stuff makes more sense to me. It's more those details, because you know, clothing can represent the mindsets of how people lived. You don't have to get all like sad about it, you know. It's not a bad thing. It's just that, like, you know, the way history is, the clothing does reflect human behavior. So depending on what they felt about, you know, their ego, which I love, because they delved into ego but through velvet, you know. So if they were like proud of themselves, they would put puffy sleeves. Do you know what I mean? Or tight arms. I knew some of it represented a few classist things, but I'm like, it doesn't have to. I'm not talking about classism right now. It's too messy. But like, it represents the way their personalities were, how they exaggerated it through clothing, and I'm obsessed with it. And when people redesign those silhouettes, it's like these are different personalities from a different time, which that's what you get in fantasy. You get different personalities that you wouldn't get from history books, because history books, of course, has got to do with the mess of what goes on Earth. We've got some messy things on Earth. Yes, things can be quite messy. I don't really want to talk about morals. You know, royalty without the moral situation, because that's what goes on Earth. It's messy here. But all the good fantasy stuff, it makes way more sense. It's much nicer. And the silhouettes, you can see different human behavior.